Good afternoon. This is Nick Mosley. UTC ID is KHY111. This is going to be my third project here for you. Prompt for it is going to be assume S is a string of lowercase characters. Write a program that prints the longest substring of S in which the letters occur in alphabetical order. Please use S equals this prompt here to test your codes. Program should print longest substring in alphabetical order is, and then the longest substring. In this case, it's going to be BEGGH. So how we did that, of course, first I input the prompt here that was given. I'm going to set a variable to empty brackets, similar to setting a zero counter. Essentially, everything from here is going to be kicked back up into here to be printed out, hopefully at the end here. And so how I set up the code, just did two for loops here, with a break, of course, in the end. And so for L, so these little variables in the range of the length of the string S, we're going to search through that. I will do that. Set another variable M in that range of the L with the length of S minus 1, will change into, or excuse me, be input into the current alphabet, and then S of L, or excuse me, variable of L. So essentially what that would do is L is going to default to the A in our string, and then it's going to search through, so M would match with that. So they would, of course, line up. A and A are in alphabetical order. So, we would move forward. So equal to or less than, it would go M plus 1. So in this case, it would go from A and then A and Z, and then Z is higher in the alphabetical order, of course, than A. And so it would include that here in the, into the current alphabet, which will eventually get kicked out into long alphabetical order here in just a moment. But from there, it would set A and Z to the current alphabetical order, and then to check to see if the next letter is higher, it's going to do S of L, which is A, and then M plus 2, which is A, so it would be C. So we've got A, Z, and then C. So then, of course, C is an after Z in the alphabet, so it would be kicked back, and AZ would be our longest alphabetical order here. And then, so that would move us back to the break, go back in order, go check Z would be the first one to check to see Z, and then C. Of course, that's not in alphabetical order, so default to the longest alphabetical order would be AZ, and then so on and so forth until we get BO, which with this being less than, it's going to default to the first string that is the longest. So in case of ties, it would be the AZ. If I put an equal signs here, it would default to the second or the last longest alphabetical substring here, but with the less than, it'll default to the very first one. So if I run this code, we're going to get the BEGGH, and so let's see here. Yeah, so longest substring in alphabetical order is BEGGH, and so just as a on the side here, so we'll put A, B, C, D, E, just as an additional tester, see what happens here, and then so still defaults to the BEGGH. And then if I were to do that equal sign, as I mentioned earlier, and run it, it would default to the second or last rather substring in the alphabetical order. And so that is project 1-3. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good weekend.